What up?
I smell rabbit.
How's it going? Excuse me. Oh, I should grab something to grab something for my nose today. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to turn back, unmute that so I can hear things. That's right. How's everyone today? I know it's a very, very late stream. All of the fun late stream antics.
Rest and rebuild by ordinance divine.
I don't know really what to say about today, if I'm being honest. Today's just been a rough day. Today's just been a super rough day. And, it's just for, like, a lot of reasons, rather than what I just what I posted in the Discord earlier today. Sorry, brain is not working, is essentially the best way to put it. It's... For those of you curious, no one's dead. That's the thing I think I should start with. For those who saw in the Discord. So essentially, to explain, I guess, I had to wake up early this morning.
What are my orders?
Because my dad was having like a lot of really bad heart problems. When I say bad, it's pretty bad. Excuse me. So he had to get rushed to the hospital today. Yeah. That was this morning at like 6, 7 o'clock this morning. And for those of you who have been around the streams for a while, you probably know that I don't have like the best relationship with my dad. At the same time, one, I don't want somebody to die. Two, I you know, want him to still be around for Word and Strawby and all of them. And he's fine now. He got home at about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock today, or I guess yesterday now. And he said he's doing fine, but they have no idea what the issue is. Which, you know, seems to be the running trend with my family when it comes to this sort of stuff. Give me 1 second. There we go. Yeah, my family doesn't have good luck with doctors, like, at all. Like, at all. Because it's like, fucking... How do I even put this? Like, there were times where I got sent to the hospital way back when. Some of you may remember the story where I hit at a restaurant, got food poisoned, passed out of my car twice, nearly crashed my car, and just blacked out.
We're way behind schedule.
And like, I went to the hospital, got numerous tests done, all that jazz, and they're like, there's probably nothing wrong with you. That's gonna be like $2,000. They actually asked for more, but regardless, I'm not trying to make that a thing. But anywho,
Leaving so soon. You can't run from death. Prepare yourself.
that's a fucking thing, dude. That's the fucking thing. Is
Next on the agenda.
he went all this nearly like half the day today to the hospital to like get checked out and to like, you know, see what was wrong. And they were like, they found an irregular heart rhythm or some shit like that. And I don't know the specifics. I just know that's like the big thing is that like his blood pressure was low and whatnot. Like there was just heart problems. And you're telling me that this entire time they're just gonna say that we don't know what's wrong with him, there's probably nothing wrong with him. Like, that infuriates me. And they're telling him to like, he needs to go see like somebody else in order to,
We're way behind
gosh,
schedule.
sorry. They're saying like they need him to like go to a different doctor to figure out actually what's wrong with him. And it's like, fuck you. Like, I'm not hiding my thoughts on doctors in like hospitals. I used to work
Next on the
with
agenda.
doctors in hospitals, and it's like,
Allow me. No touching.
it's like there are good doctors like around, but like if you don't know what's going on but somebody is like in peril, shouldn't you make sure you have like the different, I don't know, to me it seems like you should have like the different doctors there who they like could potentially figure it out, or like have a specific ward on figuring out what's going on. I just don't understand why it's like, oh yeah, you need to go to like this doctor's office like 2 towns over. Excuse me. This doctor's office 2 towns over will they might be able to tell you what's wrong.
Hold the line. Born of ice and frost. Torrent, bring refuge.
And I'm just irritated. I know I don't have like the best relationship with my dad, and you know, things are really tense right now, and things are not the greatest. Like, I'm so over. Like, I want to make sure that he's gonna be okay. And like, because I'm gonna be moving. Keep in mind, I'm moving very soon. Like, I'm moving very, very soon. And if he just kicks the bucket, then that means I'm leaving, and at the same time, I believe that means Glorp, my other brother, will be leaving soon too. That means it's just gonna be my mom taking care of Word and Stravi. Scrunch is often who the fuck knows where.
Allow me. Cryo incarnate.
But it's like, I would like to make sure that my younger brothers at least have a father figure in, like, alive in the future. So, but I still had to work today. Since I still had to work today, I was stressed out, honestly. Most of today, I was stressed out. It's like, I didn't know what was happening, if things were getting better, if things were getting worse. No one was telling me shit. I was checking my phone every few seconds. And then finally, like, after I left work, I was able to call
We're way
and
behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
I got chastised for worrying. I was like, fuck you. I'm actively worried. And, like, it pissed me off that they were just like, yeah, you have nothing to worry about. It's fine. It's like, you went to the fucking hospital. Of course I have a reason to worry.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to... Thank you for
So yeah, I got stressed out for all day today. I also pretty much put in my 1-month resignation at work today. And that sucked. Like, that was even worse than any other time I've quit a job. Like, God. So if you're wondering, you're like, Kit, why are you streaming? Why were you streaming late today? That's the reason why. It's just... it fucking took a toll on me today. No lie, it just took a big toll on me.
There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
What am I doing? Prosperity, that's right. Wait, I need more. Anyway, what am I... where... I was like, what am I doing? Let me get... here. Hold on. Alright, I could use up all 5. That's, I think, what the goal is going to be right now. Yeah. I'm just going to keep doing a little bit of grinding before we do more Lantern Rite stuff. I'm probably going to be awake most of tonight. So we'll probably do a pretty long stream of stuff. I do got to make sure I wake up at 9 tomorrow.
Rest and rebuild. No touching.
But it's like 5-hour stream today. It shouldn't be that bad. I hope.
Pay your dues. You can't run from death.
I had so much stuff I wanted to do this week. And just every single day, I shit you not, every single day this week has been stressful. I don't think there's been one day this week that hasn't been hella stressful. Which sucks because, like, I literally made a video, like, Saturday, Sunday, one of the 2 days, being like, hey, by the way, you know, I'm going to be doing my best to, like, get some actual edited content out for you guys. Like, oh, it should be absolutely on its way. And the job stuff, and I'm just... You ever just wake up and just feel like you're a terrible person? Because that is me right now. And I guess to top it all off, what's worse for you guys, is that
Your master's bidding.
like, there is no... How do I even put this? Like...
I can fix this.
So, when it comes to, streaming, like, I've been so out of it with streams lately, and, like, commentary and shit,
Next on the agenda.
that it's, like, it's actively been hindering, content lately, if I'm being honest. And it's not like, oh, like, try to be funny, haha, that sort of stuff. No, it's just, like, the only things I've had to talk about lately on stream and, like, you know, trying to entertain and all that sort of jazz is the fact that, like,
Next on the agenda.
these past 2 weeks of my life have been utter hell.
Born of ice and frost.
And I wish that was an exaggeration.
This is long overdue.
Unfortunately, it's not. But I wish it was. I wish I could be exaggerating. What up, cheese? But yeah, no, these past 2 weeks have been absolutely terrible. Hope your day is going well at least, cheese. I'm just... Oh, you know what? Need to move the chat. Chat needs to go over here. That's right. Sorry, I'm the scatterbrained to the highest degree right now. Listen now. Well, listen, you could be, yep, you're absolutely probably doing better than me right now. Alright. Nah, good news is my dad's out of the hospital. Bad news is I'm hella stressed.
You can't run from death. Can't run from...
I actually talked to my boss about my stress today. Because as I was like putting in my 1 month like kind of resignation and everything, I actually don't know what's gonna happen. And that's the worst thing. I fucking hate everything. Nah, I guess I could also talk about that while I'm doing some really quick grindy things. Also, I should probably make the prosperity rate, yeah. And then we'll do the lantern rate stuff. Hooray, lantern rate. Have I leveled up all of your artifacts, or am I missing the flower still? Missing the flower. Probably get rid of some other stuff. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I'll talk about work stuff in a moment. Or I guess right now. So, yeah, so today, well, I guess Thursday? Yeah, Thursday, I officially put in, like, my 1 month resignation at work because of me moving and just not really, like, completely mentally there for work stuff, if that makes sense. And I was talking to my boss. My secondary boss was like really pretty upset, but like completely understanding. And her and one of my other bosses completely acknowledged the fact that it looks like I've been insanely stressed lately. And I didn't realize how obvious it was until like they brought it to my attention today. Alright, I also gotta do my rounds real quick. So this shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Yeah, they so apparently I've been incredibly pale lately. So that's been fun to hear, where it's like, yeah, by the way, Kit, you look incredibly pale and, like, incredibly stressed, like, 24/7. I was like, thanks. Try not to, but thanks. But, like, my second boss, she, like, kind of completely understood where I was coming from with just everything going on. And, like, I told her, like, essentially the whole situation and what happened today. And she's just like, man, life has not been good to you, has it? I was like, no, it really hasn't. I definitely was about to kind of break down in front of my boss. Like, I would just... Ooh, it was a tough, tough day, let me tell you. But she finally, like, I finally got to hear what were, like, the plans for me at the job. And goddamn, like... I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, and that's the worst part. Okay, so like, what happened was, I'm gonna freeze real quick. There we go. So I talked to like my boss, my secondary boss, and I was just like, by the way, like, I know you guys wanted to touch base. What exactly is going on, and like, what should you guys have planned? And they're just like, well, here's the thing, you're an incredibly hard worker. I'm like, that's not a, like, my brain's like, that's not a sentence I want to hear right off the bat, because excuse me, if you ever hear that you're an incredibly hard worker, that's good praise, but usually what comes after that sentence is but, either the word but, or like they're gonna have you do like everything, which most of the time I'm perfectly fine with, but it's still like a little, you know, kind of can get a little crazy depending what they want. So I had my meeting with her today, and like as I was telling her about like the stuff and everything, she's like, okay, well, here's what our plan is for you, so please let us know if anything changes. Apparently they were gonna have me be a manager and work as salary, which, God, that was the one thing I didn't want to hear. Oh. So, for those who don't know what that means, and those who don't know like specifics and everything, so working as salary means you have a fixed pay. So like every paycheck is always the same, right? Every paycheck is always the same no matter how many hours you put in, right? So like, sounds good in theory, because it's like, oh dude, I can work, like, let's say you get paid $2,000 a week, okay, while on salary. Oh God, dude, like, okay, how do I put this? Let's say you get paid $2,000 a week in salary. What that means is, no matter if you work 10 hours that week, or if you work 100 hours that week, you're still going to get paid that same amount.
Hold the line.
Now, if you work like a 40-hour job, right? Let's say you work like a full 40-hour job, okay? You work 40 hours and you're on salary. That's probably your best bet, honestly. Because that means that you like are making ridiculous amounts, and if you take like a day off or you work less, you're actually, what the hell? Delete that. You're actually making like quite a bit of money, right? But for a job of like what I'm working in, there might be weeks where I'm working 20 hours. There might be weeks where I'm working 140 hours. Which means that I would be getting paid the same either way. There might be like some overtime, maybe, but I doubt it. So it's like, oh, okay, so if I work, you know, if I do end up working overtime,
By ordinance divine.
like right now, I would be making bank. But on salary, you know, you don't really know if that would work. You have to like kind of figure out how it works specifically for each company. Because sometimes if you work overtime for like over 40 hours, they'll still do like kind of like a weird overtime hourly pay for you. Otherwise, like you were just locked in at whatever you get, no matter how much you work. When I used to work at the laser tag arena, I was up to do no. When I used to work at the laser tag arena, I was up to actually doing salary work. But theirs was like no matter how many hours you worked, it would always be the same pay. And then when I was at insurance and they wanted me to become a manager for a little bit, which was weird, and I told them no because salary there, if you worked like I think it was actually after 60 hours, if you worked, you got like overtime pay from a base cut. It's weird. It's weird at every single fucking job. I don't ever understand it, but whatever. So like, I was just told after I put it like for my month like resignation that I was gonna essentially be a salary worker soon and be a manager. Another issue, sorry, regarding managing and me is I don't ever think I'm gonna be a good manager. Gonna be completely honest. I lack the confidence to be a manager. I lack the drive. I'm not like if you're like, oh Kit, you should be a leader. I'm really not. Like if I'm working at a job, I'm listening to instructions. I have no drive to tell people what to do. Especially for things that like I know one little about or two not even know little about, just like I don't like ordering people around. I don't like overseeing things because it just I don't know. I don't feel like I would be too good at it. Might be wondering why I'm hunting slimes, by the way. Don't worry about it. Anywho, yeah, so I kind of like part of my brain when I found out what their plan was, oh damn, I could have been a manager, to, oh thank goodness I'm getting out before I'm becoming a manager. So the other weird thing that I'm kind of like just now realizing is that there is a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, who are there who have been there way longer than I have. Actually, I think I'm the newest worker. I think I'm by far the newest worker at the place anyway. Hi. Okay, cool. That was weird. Yeah, I think at this this location, this job, I'm the newest employee. And there's been people who have been working so much longer. Why am I gonna be considered a manager? Like, I'm gonna be real. I don't think I work as hard as like some of the other people there. That's for sure. There's people who know way more than I do. And even though I give 110% of what I do, there's other people who give like 120, 130. So why am I the one who's being a potential manager? And to quickly dash what some people may say, because society and whatnot, because it's like, oh well, you're a white guy, yada yada yada. Because, that is what my dad said. Hi, Blossy, how's it going? Yeah, before anyone says anything like that, because I know why people say that. Because my dad likes to bring it up and everything. So that's why I'm responding to that theoretical question. We're all white guys, for the most part. Like, all my bosses are girls, except for one. And all the workers are white guys. So, before it's like, privilege, that sort of shit, yeah. No, has nothing to do with that. And if I could, listen, I know my dad just got back from the hospital and everything, and like, I should be also worried, but I am going to critique him on the fact that he likes to bring up racially charged things. And then I have to respond to them, and then I get fearful because it's like, now I feel like I'm going to be asked this by other people, and so on and so forth. So, that's why I'm saying that.
Keep back.
Alright. It's just weird. But no, my boss, when I told my boss today, like, she was pleading with me, just saying, hey, if anything changes, let us know. She also brought up something that, like, funny enough, I wasn't gonna admit crossed my mind, because it never did cross my mind. So, for those of you who haven't been to a stream in recent times, you may be surprised to know that I'm planning on moving. But it's not even like just being like, oh, well, I'm like planning on moving here relatively soon. It's like I'm gonna be like moving states and living with friends and such. To which you could be like, oh hey, like that's pretty cool. It's gonna be cheaper. Awesome. Nothing else really like crossed my mind when thinking about it. So when I talked to like my boss and everything, and like we were talking about like what's going on and me working and me moving and all that sort of jazz, I was like, oh, this is, you know, pretty easy, all said and done. Like, I'm just gonna move and, you know, probably live with Doge and so on and so forth. And then my boss brought up something, and I'm very quickly realizing how much of an airhead I am. If you guys saw on Twitter, I made fun of myself because my coworkers and some of my friends actively believe that I'm an airhead. And unfortunately, they are definitely right. My boss was just like, oh, have you tried looking at like apartments and like houses like nearby? And never even occurred to me that I could have a potential of like living on my own. Didn't even occur to me. So yeah, didn't even slightly occur to me that I could live on my own. I don't know why it never really occurred to me. I think it was just because I was purely focusing on wanting to like pay as little as possible for like rent and whatnot, and like I'd rather be around friends than living on my own. Plus, if past Kit is any indication, me living on my own is a terrible idea for my brain. And that's not foreboding, sorry. I made that sound way more foreboding than it is. I just get very nervous because, like, I'm all about safety, and I'm all about, like, keeping my stuff safe. And when you've lived with a family who wants to throw away, like, half of your gaming equipment and everything at any given day, you kind of get a little panicky and a little protective. And it does not help that, like, even though I'm like super protective of my stuff and whatnot, it does not help that I you know, does not help that I like have all this stuff that, you know,
Rest and rebuild.
how do I put this? That have all this stuff, and if I live alone and I have to like leave my house for a little bit, or my apartment, like I have, you know what, actually that's probably the reason why I wouldn't be able to live on my own, is because if I lived on my own and worked at this job currently requires me to travel a lot. And I mean like a lot. I probably could have told my boss this then too, now I think about it. If I were to like travel to say Las Vegas to do an event, and oh, you know what? I should also probably, yeah, we need to meet with Keqing here in a bit for Lantern Rite stuff, which we'll do in a bit. If I were to like work this job and then travel to say like Vegas or somewhere, right? And I'm the only one living at my apartment or house, I have nobody here to house it. Like, nobody here to house it. Huh. Yeah, so that means that me living on my own here, at least with this current job, would not work out. I mean, it doesn't help that I wasn't even planning on staying. So. Huh. So yeah. I wish I could talk about happier topics. It's just, once again, these past 2 weeks have been hella stressful. I apologize for being like very, very, very spastic lately. And hopefully things will be going better soon. I gotta talk to Doge and a few other people about moving, because I want to make sure that I'm able to move as soon as possible. Though once again, that may change depending on my dad's condition. Because if my dad's condition changes, then I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and stay here. Probably still work the same job, but that's besides the point. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. This ice slime is insane. Anywho. As far as stream goes today, it's not gonna be like super terribly long. Like I'm gonna get these slimes killed because I need to get these slimes killed for Matt, for materials for what's his face? For Ito? Not Ito. For it might be Ito. I think it is Ito. One person needs slime stuff. One person needs whopper flower stuff, and another person needs the samurai stuff. So that's why I've been trying to like grind these slimes and such lately. Yeah, we will be wrapping up the Lantern Rite today. And I said I was gonna like off stream do some stuff. Like I was gonna fight Basile, whatever the fuck it's called. I said I was gonna fight them like the rest of the time off stream. I might just do that on stream real quick, because it's not gonna be too hard. It's just I've not really thought it through, I guess is the best way to put it. Alright, cool. Yeah, because I think that's the only thing left I have to do, right? If I check event details, I mean, there's the Great Gatherings, which I've done all of, and I've solved all the riddles. So yeah, I just need to do Oceanic Defender and the story quest, which we'll do the story quest here in a little bit. You know, now that I think about it out loud, I think maybe that's why my attitude in towards a few games lately has been a little mixed, I guess is a way to put it. I don't think I realized it till now. Because, you know, I played played Dead by Daylight yesterday, right? Streamed it for a little bit, tried to have fun. I realized that I just came off as just super, super angry. Like, not even a little bit angry. I was just ridiculously angry the entire stream. You should do it, Bossy. It is fun. Yeah, no, I came off as, like, super, super angry and just, like, rage-induced, yesterday. And I didn't really, like, give it a second thought, because I was like, oh, it's just me being me and playing Dead by Daylight, and Dead by Daylight sparking those feelings and all that sort of jazz. But I think the stress of, like, working lately and family stuff has gotten me to a point where I feel like I'm just kind of prone to lashing out just due to stress. And it sucks. But I don't have a way to, like, combat it or anything. Damn, that actually really sucks now, don't it? Damn. Word of advice for people who aren't normally stressed: don't get stressed. Because not only does stress, like, really fuck you up mentally, and, like, that's why I've been sleeping a ton lately, is just because of sheer amounts of stress. It kind of makes you lash out. Which I apologize to anybody in chat if I've, like, lashed out at you or anything recently.
Allow me. Do your master's bidding.
I hope I haven't. But just to cross my bases, I hope I haven't lashed out at anybody in chat. I know Dead by Daylight I tend to when it comes to, like, dickhead killers. Not gonna really apologize to that. But, like, Cheese or Blossy, because I know you two are in chat right now. If anything happened, if I have, please do let me know.
All is quiet here in Qingce village. Zhongyun is guarding the outside and I'm guarding the inside. Not a problem in sight.
Nice.
Good. I've made some progress in my investigation as well. Oh? What are you planning? Is it time to strike?
Perfect timing.
Let's go.
Time to fight.
Traveler, Paimon, you are just in time. I looked everywhere and I found some clues regarding the treasure hoarders. Besides wagon tracks, I also came across bits and pieces of fireworks packaging scattered on the road.
Uh-oh. Seems like it is
Following
them.
those clues, I was able to finally locate the missing fireworks. But there was no sign of treasure hoarders.
Did they run away, though?
No, I think they might be just overly careless. I seem to have found the location where they've been stashing all their stolen goods. They must have thought it was well hidden and deemed it unnecessary to post any guards.
Sounds about right.
The amount of fireworks they've amassed there is astonishing. Not only did they steal the ones in Qingce village, but also from other locations too. They've gathered all the stolen goods there.
Weird.
I've asked the Millilith on guard at Qingce village to report this to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. They will organize a search around that warehouse.
Okay.
Now that the Millirith is involved, you don't need to handle this
True,
yourself
Bossy, true.
anymore.
The treasure hoarders are notoriously cunning, and they may even have lookouts. If they notice anything suspicious, they will move the fireworks and our single lead will be lost. I have to keep an eye on the situation.
Makes sense.
You're not really thinking that you can take all of them yourself, are you?
No, I am not that reckless. I just want to investigate the case thoroughly. But now that I have your help, the idea is feasible.
Hooray!
You really are considering it?
And we can't let Keqing handle it on our
Okay,
own.
then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Time to fuck shit up. Stars inscribe the year's wishes. Good job, Keqing. Yeah, this should wrap up pretty quickly. And, I don't know if we're going to be doing achievement stuff today or not. We'll take a look. Yeah, there's all the fireworks. Okay, well, you're not saying anything.
Please hide yourselves. Let's wait and see what happens.
It's fair.
Hey, boss. You think we have enough fireworks now?
Ha! Are you kidding? This ain't nowhere near enough.
Okay.
But, boss, if we want more fireworks, we're gonna have to steal them in the city. Ain't gonna be easy.
You got a point. All right. Then we steal those things that make a real loud bang but don't light up real pretty. What do they call them? Ah, yeah. Firecrackers. Those will do the job.
Firecrackers.
All we need to do is make some real ruckus. As long as we distract the Millilith, the other hoarders can do their end of the job. You get it?
Got it, boss. I gotta hand it to you. We're gonna hit the jackpot this time.
So they're trying to steal
Boss,
stuff.
all our boys are out scouting around. Don't you think we need a few more to guard the stash?
Hey, don't worry about it. The Millilith are swamped with lantern Rite. They won't have time to come out here. All right, move it, boys. Just a few more batches and we'll be...
Uh-oh. Hey, boss, we got trouble.
What's going on?
Huh? What happened?
The jig is up, boss. The Millilith are coming, and it seems they've already caught our scouts. If one of the boys hadn't set off a firework to warn us, we would have been completely blindsided. Boss, let's run!
But how did the Millilith find out about us? And so quickly, too? Ah, fine. Leave the fireworks and let's split. They won't be catching us.
It's time to make our move. Ready?
Time to go. Time to fuck shit up.
Drop your weapons and surrender immediately.
Ha! Get out of my way! You got a death witch or something? I'll show you! Huh? Wait a second. You're Lady Keqing, the Yuho.
So you do recognize me then. I'll say it one more time. Drop your weapon and surrender. Now!
Good old
Who would
Keqing.
have thought we'd run into the Yuhong all the way out here? All right, hoarders. Looks like the Yuhong wants to play. We'll show you.
Well, you all just
Alright,
got
so you
fucked.
want to do this the hard way.
Let's go, Keqing.
We surrender, Yuhong.
Now, I want some answers. What were you planning to do with the stockpile of fireworks?
We just...
Tell the truth, and I might go easy on you.
Damn.
Fine. We were gonna smuggle these fireworks into the city and ignite them during the Lantern Rite's opening ceremony. The fireworks are really bright and loud and would definitely raise some havoc. We were gonna rob the city while everyone's distracted by the explosions.
That makes sense.
But, we didn't seem to have enough fireworks, so...
Oh? So you mean you had more than one group of thieves stealing fireworks?
Yeah, that's right. Originally, I had all the hoarders out stealing fireworks, but then one of them got caught by the Feiyun Commerce Guild and was arrested.
Sing show?
I really didn't get it. Why did the Feiyun Commerce Guild get involved? We were only stealing from the government. No, what I meant is, well, I was worried that the guy who got arrested would rat us out. Who would have guessed we'd end up running into you like that?
Hey, didn't one of you just say that the Millilith were coming too?
Yeah, that's right. I wonder how the Millilith even found out we had dispatched scouts. They somehow captured almost all of them. If someone hadn't alerted us, we would have all been caught.
Who
Well,
is it?
you did get caught.
Well,
Fair.
yeah.
Yeah, you
It
guys got
appears
caught.
that the Millilith managed to get the captured treasure hoarder to talk. There may still be other treasure hoarders in the area. We should head elsewhere just to be safe.
Fair.
Traveler, please escort the treasure hoarders back to Qingce village and hand them over to the Millilith stationed there.
We're only stealing from the
I'll be there
government.
once I am finished inspecting this place.
I love the
Yes,
fact
you too. I'll see
they're
you
just
in
so
Qingce
open
village.
about it. They're just so open about the fact that they're stealing from the government. Listen, we were only stealing from the government, we swear. Keqing's like, dude, you realize I'm just standing right here, right? I can hear everything that you're saying. Shit. Hey, Changyun Show.
This is the last batch of fireworks that I can get. Please ensure that there will be no further problems.
Hey, what a pingy.
Don't worry. The Yu Hung will be taking care of this personally. And with us on guard, I assure you it'll be safe.
Yes, indeed. Oh, it appears the traveler has returned. And with 2 others, no doubt.
They're the thieves who stole the fireworks. Tell everyone how the thieves are caught. Hooray!
It's definitely dangerous to infiltrate an enemy area like that. If only I was there to fight alongside you.
Oh, don't worry. It'd have
Come
been
now.
fine,
We
Chungyun.
both know the traveler is most capable. But who would have known we performed such a noble deed? We had arrested the treasure hoarder earlier by mere happenstance.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about a coincidence.
It seems that justice always finds its way into the world. It is in fateful moments that miracles are born.
So it was you! You horrible brutes are the ones who stole the fireworks? Just the sight of you two makes my blood boil.
Please calm down. I doubt they'll be causing any more trouble now that they're in custody.
True.
Thank you very much, Traveler. But may I ask, why has Lady Keqing not returned with you?
Good question.
Keqing was worried there'd be more treasure hoarders lurking about. She wanted to conduct a full search of the area.
Oh, I see. Yes, Lady Keqing is quite thorough. A squad of Millilith came by just now. I believe they were sent by the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Why does this guy's voice sound familiar? The treasurers look so scared. I
also
know,
heard
right?
that most of the fleeing treasure hoarders have already been apprehended. Hopefully that will be the end of this matter.
They're like shitting themselves.
You may leave these treasure hoarders to us. I will escort them back to the city and make sure they stand trial with the others.
And thus, our chapter has finally reached its timely conclusion. I am partial to fireworks myself, but I'm afraid we must also be leaving now.
Huh? Why the hurry to get back to the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Oh, don't tell us you have work to do too!
Are you busy as well?
Inevitably, affairs do become busier around festive seasons. But no need to worry. We have many attendants to assist us. And there's always Chongyun, too.
He's a good friend.
You mean you're assigning more work to me?
'Tis only my duty as your dearest friend. Work before play, as they say. I'm sure you understand.
Poor Chungyun.
Alright. I suppose.
As the saying goes, many hands make light work. As long as
Friendship?
work is assigned to the right people, everything will proceed without a hitch.
If you ask me, I think speaking eloquently is just a guise for assigning work to everybody else.
Good job,
All
Chungyun.
right, all
True.
right. I shall treat you to a meal after the work is done. Farewell, traveler.
Chungyun's just like, yeah, I know how this goes.
By the way, do you know when Lady Keqing will be back, Traveler?
Nope, no
There are
idea.
not many fireworks in the second batch that I brought, so I'm worried that we can't achieve the show's desired effect. I was hoping we could somehow retrieve the stolen fireworks.
What the hell?
Hey! Did you hear that explosion? Maybe it was fireworks. Or maybe more treasure hoarders!
Well, it's from Keqing's location.
Maybe she ran into trouble! Let's go and help her!
Yeah, because if they're sending off the fireworks, that usually means follow the voice to its source. Well, there's Lady Keqing. Who is she talking to? That looks like somebody new. Is there somebody in Liwa that we haven't talked to yet? Oop, okay, hello. No, it's that wasn't even a person.
Whoops. What did I do?
Hey! Keqing!
Wait, where are the treasure hoarders?
What treasure hoarders?
We heard an explosion and thought it might be treasure hoarders sending signals to one another again.
I see. Sorry, that's not the case. I saw a few sticks of fireworks on the ground, so I fiddled with them, and sure enough, it seems...
I thought the firework
accidentally
launcher
lit the
was...
fuse. Before I could react, the fireworks were... already up in the air.
So no
Aw.
enemies? Whew, well that's good. We thought you might have been surrounded by bad guys.
I apologize. I didn't mean to alarm you. Fortunately, there are no more treasure hoarders in the area. It seems this matter has finally come to an end.
Hooray!
The case of the stolen fireworks is finally solved. Good thing we were able to get to the bottom of it. Otherwise, those beautiful fireworks would have gone to waste, and the whole show would be ruined.
That's right.
By the way, Keqing, you're the one in charge of the fireworks show, which means you know the best viewing spot, right?
Well, we need to be
Yes,
there with
of
Zhao.
course. The best view should be from the Jade Chamber.
That makes sense.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten my promise. But first, I have to drop by the Ministry of Civil Affairs and close this case.
Hydrate. Thanks for the hydrate.
Leave the rest of this to me. You've already been a great help. Why don't you go for a walk around the city and I'll meet you when I'm done?
Okay, but we'll be waiting for you.
Yes, I'll be there.
Wait, Keqing leaves. Is that it for the quest, really?
Keqing really is super busy. I'll meet you when I am done. How many times have we heard that already?
3 times.
Now Paimon gets why Lady Ningguang is so worried about Keqing. If she keeps working like this, she really will miss the lantern rite.
Now let's find Zhongli.
Yeah, we said we would meet him. And we've even collected a few opinions about taking a rest from work. Zhongli said he'd wait for us at 3rd round knockout. Let's go find him.
Alright, let's go talk to the Zhongli boyo. The Zhongli boyo. Traveler and Paimon. Oh, Yunjin. That also is somebody we haven't seen. Okay, that's right.
Is that who Paimon thinks it is?
What up, Lady Yunjin? Or Miss Yun?
Yes, you are quite right. I shall take your wise words to heart, sir. They will certainly be most helpful in my next performance.
You are welcome, Miss Yun. Your willingness to hear suggestions is indeed impressive. It's no wonder your opera performance has only been getting better.
Damn.
No, I'm afraid that's not always the case. Though I am still young, I can be quite arrogant at times. I do not always accept advice so readily, but your wisdom has spoken to me.
Do you know he's Rex Lapis?
Hey, we're back!
Hi, Zhongli.
Ah, you've returned.
Hmm? You are also acquaintances?
Yeah, we've been friends for ages.
Sure are.
We've met on a couple
Not
occasions.
everyone gets the privilege of meeting someone so knowledgeable and discreet as Mr. Zhongli. You are indeed well connected, traveler.
Yeah, I may have unlocked every character in the game.
I
Miss
am
Yun.
flattered, Miss Yun. It is an honor for an ordinary person like myself to have met the traveler.
You are by far not ordinary.
Wow. Did he really just say that?
Yeah, let's not reveal
I'm
his
sure you
identity.
must have matters to discuss. I have an appointment with Xinyan, so if you'll excuse me, I'll take my leave.
Very well. Goodbye, Miss Yun.
Here's the thing. I just realized that, like, only Jean... I think only Jean knows that Venti is the Anima Archon, right? I think only Jean does, and I guess Diluc too. Zhongli, nobody, and I mean nobody, knows that Zhongli's the Geo Archon. And then in Inazuma, everyone knows that the Raiden Shogun is the Electro Archon. It changes so much.
So, tell me, what have you learned from your trip?
Well, here's the gist, my dude.
I see. Well, traveler, what do you make of all their opinions?
I think we could weave them into a story.
Paimon already started creating her own story on the way here. The goal is to convince Keqing to rest more with just a simple story, right?
Correct.
If that's the case, then Paimon thinks we can use food as our theme.
Paimon,
Think about
shush.
it. Who doesn't like delicious food? And when it comes to eating, everyone has an opinion. It's the perfect angle for our story.
Classic Paimon wisdom.
Paimon knows just what to write.
Not really.
Let's say there's a chef in Liyue who's very talented at cooking. He opens a massive restaurant in Liyue Harbor, and lots of customers come every day, so he's always super busy. Then, how should the story go from there?
This food starts getting worse and
Ooh,
worse.
that's good. But wait, didn't we say he's really good at cooking? That wouldn't make sense.
Like how bored Lumine looks.
There's
Jesus.
no need to jump to the conclusion. Why don't you elaborate more on the chef?
More about the chef. You mean both good and bad things?
Yes. To gain one's empathy, there must be familiarity. I would like to understand this chef character of ours a little deeper.
Makes sense.
Paimon didn't think this far.
Paimon, you think?
Why don't you take it from
You
here?
think?
Since you've spoken with others familiar with Keqing, why don't we integrate their thoughts into your story? That will allow it to become all the more convincing.
Okay. Let Paimon think. What did Cloud Retainer say? As one sows, so do they reap. And the joy of reaping is what one
Jesus, you
yearns
have a good
for.
memory. Good job, Paimon.
That was quite poetic, Paimon. Bravo!
Oh, now Paimon remembers? Cloud Retainer said that if she spends all her efforts working on a machine with no time to test the outcome, then she'd be like a chef who doesn't get to try their own food. Problems are bound to pop up.
True.
Yes, it is most unwise to put the cart before the horse.
Agreed. Very,
That's
very
exactly what
true.
she said. So, let's make that happen to the chef in the story. He's great at cooking, but he can't enjoy his own food.
But there must be a reason why he doesn't partake in the delicacies he makes.
Right! It's because he's super busy. He receives the customers, he takes the orders, and he does all the cooking himself. That should keep him busy enough. He's so busy every day that he doesn't even have time to take a break, which obviously also means he doesn't have time to eat.
Sounds a bit extreme, but that is what happens with
It's just
Keqings.
a story. Besides, it's supposed to leave a powerful impression. Kinda like fireworks.
Yes, the chef is unwilling to delegate tasks to others. He's overconfident about his own cooking abilities and tries to accomplish everything on his own.
Paimon already kind of feels sorry for him.
Many hands make light work, as Show said.
That's what the chef doesn't understand. And there's another saying. What was it again?
I can't ever say his name correctly, but yeah.
A rested worker is an efficient worker. That's what Yamfe said.
Correct.
So, the chef gets busier and busier to the point where he can't stand up straight anymore. And
Oh
he has
no!
big, dark circles under his eyes.
Oh no!
The customers tell him to take a few days off to get some rest. But the chef won't listen.
Oh shit! The chef don't listen.
His judgment is clouded by the chores before him. He is oblivious to mountains in the distance, the bigger picture.
Eventually, the chef falls ill, and his cooking becomes far worse than when he started. The customers can't convince him to rest, and they don't like his cooking anymore. So they stop coming to his restaurant.
Yeah, the consequences of not getting enough rest
Rest
sound pretty
is
serious.
always of great importance. Although we may come across various difficulties in our lives, pushing ourselves is never a good modus operandi.
Very true.
The story is quite simple, without embellishment, yet deeply meaningful. If our listener is sensible, then she should quickly grasp the meaning contained within.
You're saying
So bad.
Paimon made a good story?
That's a
Sincerity
shock.
can allow one to see clearly, and earnest advice can provide sound direction. The story is indeed good. The Yuhang is an adroit leader. I am certain she will understand the message you are trying to convey.
Really? Score 1 for Paimon!
Is that the only time Paimon
Given that
scores
the case
something?
involving the treasure hoarders has come to an end, she is inevitably tired. Now will be the ideal moment to speak with her.
Sounds good.
If all goes well, I think your story will be a success.
Hear that? Zhang Li says Paimon's story has what it takes. If anyone knows a good story, he does.
True.
Quick,
Very,
let's go
very
find
true.
Keqing.
Keqing time. Oop, I fell in the water. I'm now a wet Shenhe. I'm just kidding. Do. Keqing! Hi!
The matter has finally come to an end, but we mustn't lower our guard. Increase patrols around Qingce village and coordinate our people at other fireworks locations to prevent any further theft.
Yes, Lady Keqing.
And by the way, the Ministry has requested the Millilith to increase security
Same here,
along travel
bossy,
routes.
same.
How is that proceeding?
It's all been taken care of. However, due to various reasons, there are still some blind spots in the city.
Have we drafted a new patrol map? Please, give me a copy and I'll look it over when I have time.
Damn, this girl's
Understood.
busy.
The patrol map is still being drafted, but it will be ready soon.
Okay. Also,
Oh, excuse me, Lady Keqing? Your friends are here.
Friends!
Still working? Aren't we going to see the fireworks?
Oh, yes. But I thought we'd meet at the Jade Chamber. Why have you come here?
Supposed to walk around and have a look around.
We walked around the city just like you told us to. It's very nice. But it
Paimon's in
would
last
be
place,
even
though.
nicer if you could join
Fair.
us. Do
Fair.
you still have work to do?
It's nothing urgent, really. Just some trivial matters. But I wish to get it done as soon as possible.
You can leave it to us, Lady Keqing. You've been working hard for a long time, so you should get some rest. If I'm not mistaken, the Traveler is here to remind you to take a break.
You sound like Morgana. We have also something to tell you.
Something so important that we must speak with you personally. Right now!
Oh, really? In that case... Jingcheng, I'll let you take charge. Thank you.
Understood. I'll handle things from here.
Thank you.
Traveler and Paimon, let's go to the Jade Chamber. The view there is nicer and it's much more private. Perfect for talking.
Sounds good. Let us teleport to the... Oh, fuck, we already teleported to the Jade Chamber. Yo, so how about our story?
Here we are. What was it you wanted to talk about?
We have a story to tell you.
Yeah, we want to tell you a story from this beautiful view. What do you say?
All right. I'm listening.
So it turns out we just heard some big news in Teyvat. A very talented chef is in trouble.
What about 5 minutes, cheese?
Is the chef from Liyue? From Liuli Pavilion or Shinua Kiosk, perhaps?
No, the chef is from Mondstadt. Yeah, and he's really, really good.
His name is D-Luke.
He had a restaurant right next to the city gate. He was super efficient, and his cooking was really delicious.
30
his
seconds,
restaurant
take it or
had
leave
been
it.
getting more and
Jesus.
more popular. In fact, he became so busy that the worker from the florist next door asked him, "Sir, why don't you find someone to help you in the restaurant?" But the chef brushed the idea aside, saying that he's the only one that can turn top-quality ingredients into world-class dishes. No one could help him.
Can you talk about the fact how Lumine looks so sad and like concerned for Keqing? Like, I feel like Lumine really just wants to give Keqing a hug. Can we hug?
Well, confidence is an essential trait for a good chef. He must be an excellent cook.
Why can we hug characters?
But surprisingly,
When's the dating
after
sim?
just 6
When's
months,
the dating sim?
no one would dine in his restaurant anymore.
Hmm?
Shocking, right? Do you have any guess why?
Maybe the chef had fallen ill, or...
Wrong answer! You tell her, Traveler!
Because it was too stubborn.
Yep, it's because the chef was too stubborn.
I want to hug.
He would keep
Hugs,
himself
hugs,
busy
hugs.
every day and try to make the most delicious dishes for all his guests. But he forgot that he's only human and needs time to eat and rest.
All of a sudden, we just get the biggest twist of all time. We've been playing this game for like a year and a few months, and all of a sudden it's like, by the way, Keqing is an Adeptus.
He was so busy that he didn't even have time to eat and couldn't even taste his own cooking. He was unwilling to seek help, even
Fair,
when
bossy,
he's
fair.
tired, because he thought he's the only one capable of cooking the best dishes. Eventually, the people around him felt like they couldn't help him anyway, so they just left. And because he had forgotten the original taste of his dishes, he was no longer a good chef.
Aw,
In the
shit.
end, his restaurant had no choice but to close for good.
Oh, I see. He's overly confident, which disappoints the people around him, and he's so impatient that he ends up losing sight of his original purpose. So, that's the whole story?
Oh, yep, that's the whole thing.
Sorry, it's not a very good story. Please don't laugh at us. Please don't laugh at us.
Hey, didn't you just say that Paimon made a great story?
Did you come up with that story?
Oh, no, we just,
How should I describe it? The story is very simple, and I suppose the ending isn't really surprising.
Surprise
Before
noises?
you act and don't overexert yourself. Of course, I understand these concepts in theory, but when tasks come to me personally, it is easy to lose sight of the bigger picture.
Judgment's clouded,
Yes.
right?
Up in the mountains, we can see the mist and the clouds. Out in the ocean, we can see
I'd love
fog
the
and
just the
sea.
huh?
That's why, from time to time, we need to examine where we are, remove the fog, and feel our heart.
Man, fog. What a weird
how do you
concept.
feel now, Keqing?
How do I feel? Deep down inside, I wish I could slow down time. That way, I could finally take the opportunity to walk around the city, see the people I wish to see, and watch the fireworks.
I just say that Keqing is literally standing on the edge of the Jade Chamber. I'd be shitting myself.
Thinking back, I used to be even more impatient. My colleagues would resign after just 3 months of working with me.
Damn.
You're completely right. It's important to know your boundaries. But I am getting better. You can tell, can't you? And I did make a promise with you, didn't I? We agreed to enjoy the fireworks show together this year. So, happy Lantern Rite, Traveler and Paimon. I'm very happy to be here and enjoy this moment together with you. I've poured all my best effort into this fireworks show. And now that we're here, I sincerely hope you will enjoy it. I feel very fortunate to be right here, enjoying the fireworks, and enjoying the view of Liyue Harbor.
Happy Lantern Rite, Keqing.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. And thank you.
Cutscene, cutscene. Oh, yes.
Lady Keqing, the item Lady Ningguang prepared for you has arrived.
Traveler, wait here for a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Huh? Must be something important.
Traveler, Paimon? Ningguang had her personal tailor make it for me. Said it's an imported style. Well, do you like it?
Wow, it's beautiful!
It's time. Traveler, please enjoy the grand finale of this year's Lantern Rite. The fireworks show.
Isn't it beautiful?
check you out. Looking pretty fancy.
Only a true treasure catches the eye of Captain Beto. Seems I've struck gold with this one.
Did you see that? Way over there, a firework that looks just like a pig!
So it does.
Hey everyone, time to eat. Food's ready. No better way to celebrate.
Dr. Baiju, sorry to trouble you again this year.
No trouble at all.
Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. Huh?
Happy Lantern Rite!
Why is this game so beautiful? Why is this game just 110% beautiful? Every step of the way. It's just... Genshin Impact is such a fucking good game. You can say what you can about the community and the characters and all that jazz, but real talk, like... The cutscenes and the lore easily make it amazing. Xinyan Dragon Ninja was adorable. Agreed. And it was very, very cute and adorable. I loved every second of it. I'm trying to suppress emotion a little bit right now. I'm sorry. I've been very emotional all day today, and I was not expecting even more emotions to happen. Okay?
We're way behind schedule.
Hold the line!
Why can't we rewatch cutscenes? Why can we not rewatch cutscenes? Can I also point out the fact that, like, I really want to rewatch these cutscenes. Like, when can we? I want to yeah, no, Yanfei's pure joy. Can we talk about the fact that, like, we gotta remember that that not all the Fatui are bad?
Next on the agenda.
Can we talk about the fact that, like, we need to remember that not all the Fatui are bad? Because there's a part of that scene where you can see 2 Fatui members just talking and being super excited for the Lantern Rite. Like, you can see both of them actively, like, really excited.
I can fix this.
And it's really adorable. Like, it was one of the first things I noticed. I just want to be honest. Like, when they were together, like, I thought it was adorable. I thought that entire cutscene was amazing.
We're way behind schedule.
I just, once again, I wish that we could see. I really. Yeah, no, those are the 2 for 2 members. Yeah, exactly. I wish I could rewatch all these cutscenes. Like, these cutscenes are so fucking good. They always have been, always will be really good. And just... I always want to see more. Basically being like a grandfather figure to Hu Tao. Exactly. Like, and just seeing all the characters and getting to see Zhao be happy again. Can we talk about that? By the way, like, I would fucking love, straight up, where are you? There we go. 3. So I gotta do this again. Like, the fact that last year, keep in mind, last year, like, was, like, we got to, like, make Zhao really happy with the Lantern Rite, remember? Because the Lantern Rite was all about him. This year, we don't really know for sure who the Lantern Rite's about, but we know for sure that last year was all about the Yakshas. And there was no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, it was all about the Yakshas when it was last year. This year, like, you can see that he was really appreciative of the fact that he gets to see it again. And now that he actually has friends, you know, even though he's probably very used to seeing the Lantern Rite.
We're way behind schedule.
I just want to rewatch all these cutscenes. Is it too much to ask that I can rewatch all of these cutscenes? Like, I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. Just be like, hey, you were around for Fischl's event, you were around for, Mona's event. Like, here's all these events you were around for. Yeah. Like, I gotta say, I loved, for those who were there for the 1-year anniversary of the game, right? The 1-year anniversary, you got to see all of your stats and everything about, like, how much you've done in the game. And, like, I loved every second of that, don't get me wrong. I would love to see all the cutscenes of the past. And all the stuff that we've done throughout this entire game. There's so many beautiful cutscenes. The Yunjin cutscene that we had a few streams ago, right? Beautiful. Heck, Surumi Island. As much as I give Surumi Island a lot of shit for being very, very boring, the last cutscene for Surumi Island was absolutely incredible. Jingling Guoba, yeah, they're all, like, together. Like, there's so many good cutscenes, and I think at this point the game's gotta, like, the game at least probably does track what events you've done. So I don't think it's gonna be that hard to, like, you know, show off all the cutscenes. And if okay, like let's say that they wanna, how do I put this? It's been okay, here's how I'm gonna put this. Even if it might be too much of a hassle to put the cutscenes and make it where like every single person who has done the event, like that's what it is, right?
Focus.
So like, let's say Blasi missed out on an event, but I've done every single event, so Blasi can't see the cutscene, but I can. Like, if that's too much of a hassle, just let everyone see all the cutscenes. Let everyone see all the cutscenes at any given point. And make it available at the end of every event. So at the end of the next event, right? Whenever that does happen, now. Like, that's the thing. Like, cause like, yeah, cause Blasi, you did join the game late, actually. So like, because of that, right? Blasi may have missed out on Lantern Rite #1, but I would say that when MiHoYo implements it, MiHoYo should let Blasi be able to see the first one. The first Lantern Rite scene. To be honest though, I think last year, Blasi, I don't even think, were you part of the community by last year? Because I think your first stream in my community was Persona 5 Royal, right? Did I play Persona 5 Royal before or after Lantern Rite last year? I don't even remember.
Allow me.
I want to replay all the cutscenes. Really, really do. Also, now I can get Ningguang's outfit. Middle of the story, yeah. Alright. Missing the other talismans? Oh, because I'm missing these, right? Yeah. Let me do those real quick. Launch tube, smelt firework. I don't really care about the perfect qualities right now. Curious efficacy? I have no idea what that is. Got it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is we'll do size first. No, passed it both. Damn, dude. Sometimes this stuff is crazy difficult. That's what I figured. So now I need to do spread 8. That's fine. I'm gonna try to just get these out of the way. Okay. So I need rotation. Size. Yeah, that's fine. Man, we're just over on like all of it. We were so close. I think we got what I needed. Yep. Nice, we got them all. This looks very complicated. It's not really that bad. It's just like measuring things. But we did what I needed to do, and I can get Yunjin. So I can get her next constellation. Because she's the only character that I haven't gotten stuff with. Finally can get the Crown of Insight. Excuse me. And that should be everything purchased. Yep, everything's purchased. Got it. That's it for the lantern, right? That should be everything. We can now get the next thing there. And we can actually change
Let's go and enjoy the moonlight.
Ningguang's outfit. It's just so good. It's so good. Yanfei or Yinjin for the event? Fair, very fair. I wish I can keep playing the cutscenes of this game over and over again. It's just so good. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. After the shit show of a day I've had today, like the absolute shit show of a day, like today has been awful in so many senses of the word. And I have to like commend one of my managers today for like he did everything he possibly could to try to cheer me up, and I appreciate him for that. I really, really do. I think I really needed that cutscene. That cutscene actually did kind of cheer me up. I feel bad that I slept like most of today and, you know, have been really far behind on things. I'm behind on VODs, I'm behind on videos. But that cutscene just, I feel like things are gonna be alright after watching that cutscene. I really do. It was a really good cutscene. And, yeah, I look forward to more Genshin stuff, of course, in the future. I'm gonna do a little bit more grinding of, I gotta kill the samurai peeps. And then we're gonna switch games to Dead Cells here in a little bit. Actually, that reminds me, I need to do something real fast. Apparently, the other day, I totally forgot to put Dead Cells on my list of things I've played. Need to make sure I updated Dead by Daylight yesterday. Yeah, so we'll do a little bit of grinding, and then we'll switch to Dead Cells for a little bit. play that for a bit today, and then move on to get some other work done. I kill these guys to get their stuff. I would do some... I really would do some achievement farming today. I just don't feel like it, gonna be honest. But we'll do some more achievement farming later. Did I say we'll do achievement farming today? Sorry. We'll do achievement farming at a different day. I know that there's some daily stuff that I need to do, but I want to move on to some other stuff today, so we'll worry about it a different day. Honestly, what's tomorrow looking like? I don't have Discord pulled up. What, Cheese, do you know what's on the schedule for tomorrow?
Let's get down to business. To the ferry.
Ito's voice lines in TPD. Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Ito's... I don't even have Zhao's voice... Well, Zhao's voice lines are done. They're uploaded. I just need to, actually get a...
By ordinance divine.
I need to actually, get a thumbnail done for it. But Zhao's voice lines are done. So... I don't think Ito's voice lines... It sucks. I was so... How do I put this? I was so convinced that this week was going to be so much better. I was like, oh, you know, I'll be able to get caught up on all of the recording stuff. Oh, no, that didn't work. We'll do some Dead by Daylight tomorrow, though.
Let's get down to business.
Oh yeah, so, because I'm working 2 p.m.? Wait, when am I working today? Or tomorrow? Oh, yeah, okay. Tomorrow's actually gonna be a pretty interesting... So, we're gonna probably be doing Dead by Daylight. It's just gonna be, like, way late at night. Probably actually around the same time I started the stream, if not a little bit later. Reason for that is because... So tomorrow I am working literally right, like, middle of the day to the evening. And I was actually told I was supposed to be staying until 1 in the morning tomorrow. However, since I'm not going to be with the company too much longer, they realized that, like, most of tomorrow, I guess today now, most of today was supposed to be... was going to be, excuse me, teaching me stuff for the future. And it's like,
my will and body.
I don't know why I did that, but sure. Yeah, so most of tomorrow is going to be literally like have to leave by 1 to get to the venue that I have to work at the venue, and then essentially I'm only there till 10:30, and then the manager's gonna just clean it up and I'm good to go early. And I literally asked him probably about 5 or 6 times today, or I guess yesterday now. I was like, you sure? Are you positive that you, like, that I can go right at 10:30? Like, You're not gonna need me around or anything. He's like, nope.
Transfiguration.
He was very much like, yeah, by the way, like, since you're not gonna be doing this, like, much longer, you're not gonna be needed for that time. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. So, gosh, I know I talked about this earlier today and I didn't want to like bring it back up again. I just gotta say, there's so many people who are like so upset at my job about the fact that like I'm not gonna be there much longer. And there were so many people that were like really sad. Oh, dude, my main boss, like, she's gonna be so upset. She was having such a hard day yesterday and now I'm gonna have to ruin it. Leaving jobs sucks. You know, leaving jobs really does suck. Though I have to say that at Kavi, the shift between me leaving and others.
It's my lucky day.
Well, luckily, since I'm going to be awake a lot tomorrow, I'm going to try to get caught up on some stuff tomorrow.
Do your master's bidding.
I might be able to get Zhao's voice lines up and maybe Ito's tomorrow, depending on how much time I have. It depends. It really, really does. Alright. I think these are the last guys. If not, I think the last dudes are like in a weird spot. So I'm just gonna I should probably see this through to the end.
I taste blood.
I gotta say though, Zhao's voice lines, very, very short. Like, the voice lines I've been recording, like, lately, have all been, like, an hour long or so. And then, oh, I forgot you. Yeah, his are, I think, only 40 minutes long for everything.
Let's get down to business.
Dude does not say much.
Boom! How's this?
My will embodied. Take your true form.
Swim, Shenna, swim! You'll make it, I'm sure. You might not make it. Actually, she's tall. We'll be fine.
It's my lucky day.
By ordinance divine.
There we go. That's it. Awesome. I'm gonna grab this. I'll teleport, and then we will switch games. Well, actually, I'm gonna go put on a brief intermission, but that's gonna be it though for Genshin for today. Let me put on a brief intermission, and I'll be right back.